Hi there, this is West Virginia Farmer's Daughter, coming to you with another homeschool video. For those of you that are new or do not know me, I am a Christian mama and wife. I'm a mama to two littles, and we are a farming family, and we are just starting our homeschooling journey. I just homeschooled my daughter, who was 4 and turned 5 last year, and we homeschooled through preschool. And I just wanted to do a video before we got started into this school year to kind of recap over last school year and talk about what worked well and what I felt didn't work so well, and just kind of go over all that. So if you're into that kind of thing, go ahead and hang out, and if you like what you see here, please like and subscribe. We'd love to have you, and let's get into it. So I've already done a video previously that I mentioned what our morning routine was, and I do have our morning menu here. I don't have our whole circle time board here. I usually come outside to film because I have kids and they're noisy, and at least I can get away a little bit. But I do have our morning menu here, but we also, in that video I showed, we used a morning basket full of a variety of different things, and we also used a morning board, like a circle time board. We did songs, learned a little bit about our days of the week and our calendar, and kind of, it was the way we opened our day. So I really liked that, and just, if you haven't already seen the video, I really liked my morning time board this past year. I do plan on tweaking it again, but I think it was a definite win. So that circle time board, our morning routine, was a definite win. I love the circle time board. I think it's super appropriate for this age, and I would highly recommend trying to do something like that for your child. So the circle time board, a definite win, thumbs up, definite win. I would definitely do that with my son when we do preschool. And for my daughter for kindergarten this coming year, I still think it's age appropriate. We're going to tweak it a little bit and make it, a little bit more for the kindergarten age, but I think it's going to go great. So we're going to do that. As far as our morning basket, I think it worked well, but I may not have the basket as a primary thing that we do in kindergarten. I think it worked well, especially the first few months, and then it gradually just kind of fizzled out. I put the basket aside and I was like, eh. And I was more concerned about getting her to do the meat of, like, our materials. Like, I was more concerned with making that happen. And all the extras were extras, and that's nice, but I needed us to get through certain things so that I could get her to a certain level, and I wanted those things to fill in some extra gaps here and there when we wanted to, and it kind of got put aside. I think I'll have a basket again. I think I'll probably do it again with my other child when he gets to that level, but I don't think it's going to be a primary thing. I think it's just a basket of extras on the side. So as far as a morning basket, like the basket of all these beautiful things, and you're going to read poetry, and you're going to talk about manners and character traits and everything else, and it's going to be every morning, and it's going to be all this wonderful stuff. For me, that was a thumbs down, because we weren't able to stay consistent with it. So it wasn't that it's not a great idea. It's just, I don't think it worked for us and for our family and the way we do things. So I think I'll still have a basket. I'll keep it on the side. But I'm not sure it's a morning basket. I think it's more of a, here's our extras kind of thing. As far as a morning menu, and I showed this in my morning routine video, so if you want to peek inside of it or whatever, you can go back and look at that video. But I think this was a huge hit. She loved the fact that she got to just have her little dry erase pen and go through it, and She knew what to do. After the first few days, she knew how we generally made this work. She could figure it out on her own, and she was a rock star at it. She did great. So it was a wonderful way for us to introduce some handwriting stuff. It was a wonderful way for us to keep on par with whatever theme we were doing at the time. And I think that I would definitely recommend, this is a thumbs up, I would recommend doing a morning menu. And I will be doing one again with my other child when he gets to pre-K level. And I will probably do I think it is still age appropriate for kindergarten, and we will probably do some version of a morning menu for kindergarten for her when that time, when we're ready to, and we'll just tweak it and make it more kindergarten age appropriate. So this was a definite win, thumbs up. Let's see, those of you that have heard any of my other videos, we did The Good and the Beautiful, preschool and kindergarten prep this year. And so if you are familiar with this system, I cannot say enough great things about it. It is a definite thumbs up. I absolutely loved it. She absolutely loved it. There's games, there's activities. It is good, and it is beautiful. It is absolutely gorgeous. It definitely kept my child's interest the entire time. And it was wonderful and open and go and easy as a parent with other littles. This was easy to just make it happen. If they ever said, hey, find this, we had it. Like, it was never anything weird. And it's been a wonderful program. So I cannot say enough great things about it. That's a thumbs up. I definitely will try to do that again with my son whenever he is ready for pre-K. And we are going to move forward with The Good and the Beautiful kindergarten for this coming year. So spoiler alert, we're going to do The Good and the Beautiful. If it's working, why change it? All right, let's talk about our science. So for science, I did not have some great big master plan. This was pre-K. I was like, we're just going to read books, okay? And I found this at Ollie's, and I don't know if it still has a tag. The original price of this thing, if you can see down here, was like $55. I did not pay $55. I think I paid like $5 for it, okay? And I don't actually see a tag on it anywhere, but I want to say I think I paid like $5 for it. It's a set that includes all of these different books. Curious books about the body. Okay, here's my feeling on this. Quick review of this. We didn't do well with this. Not that this couldn't be a great book set. I don't think it says ages 5+, and so I thought it might work for my pre-Ker. Honestly, I think these pages were way too busy for my pre-Ker. There was way too much here. If we could do any of it, it was like read one page and hope and pray that she got anything out of it. And a lot of times she's just pointing at the pictures. And we really weren't able to get that much out of it. I don't think that was a hit for us. I think this was a huge miss. I found mistakes in some of the books, I believe. Maybe it's just me. Again, like, I'm not claiming that I know more than some publisher. They probably, maybe I'm wrong, but I found some things. Maybe there's a reason it was at Ollie's, okay? So just saying, it didn't work for us. Could this work for somebody else? Could it be a beautiful set of science books for somebody else? I'm sure it could be. I am going to let another family love this. If they want to, I'm going to pass this down and see if some other family can love this, because I think there is value in this probably somewhere. It just wasn't the right fit for us. So this was a definite miss, a thumbs down. Did not work well for us for science. I wound up just letting her be a kid. And, hey, let's go plant some seeds in the garden and see what happens. And, things like that. And occasionally reading a book about something if she said she was curious about it. That we did some themed activities here and there. And that was more of a science for us. And she loved that. So we didn't go hardcore with the science. And what we did have, this really didn't work great for us. On that note, I did have a social studies. And I don't have it here. And there's a reason I don't have it here. I got it from Teachers Pay Teachers, and I fully intended that we were going to go all out and we were going to do social studies. I was going to do the big four with pre-K. I was going to do math, science, social studies, language arts. I was going to do all four of those things. That didn't happen. I was way too ambitious for a pre-K-er. Their attention span is not long enough for that. At least my child's wasn't. And so that didn't happen for us. And frankly, the resources that I got, the one was definitely more geared towards a classroom, and I didn't realize how much it was going to be geared towards a classroom. Obviously, I read the reviews and everything, but I didn't realize how much it was going to be classroom-based and was not going to work in a homeschool environment until I purchased it, unfortunately. And I really didn't find, like, so many of the activities were like, hey, turn to your partner. Hey, ask the class to help you fill out this, and ask around for ideas. Set up stations for this, and it was like, okay, how am I... And to try to make that work for a homeschool environment would have been so much extra work. So it didn't work for us. And then there was a secondary thing of social studies stuff that I got also from Teachers Pay Teachers. And that one didn't work for us either. However, spoiler alert, some of it may be coming back and working for us in kindergarten this year. We'll have to see. So I'm going to let that sit. And okay, so our social studies, even though I don't have it here to show you, our social studies was a great big flop. That did not work. And finally, what did we do for math? I did this stuff off of Teachers Pay Teachers, I think, or it might have been Etsy. Maybe it was Etsy. I can't remember. I think actually it was Etsy. I did this pre-K math thing that I found, and honestly it's not in a great binder because I laminated all the pages, and they have like there's so much to cut out and put the little Velcro dots. It took forever to put everything together and get all this together, and honestly I still don't have a great way of storing it. It is kind of beautiful, honestly, once you get all the pieces, but we didn't take it out every day. It's way too many pieces to like try to manage all the time. And so we did bring it out occasionally, and she did love it. And I think it's going to come back, and it's going to be part of our math again this year as an extra thing to add to math. So we're going to keep this, and it was not a plus, not a minus, but it was usable for pre-K, and I think it's going to add to our kindergarten math. So that's how our pre-K year went. Pre-K math. Morning menu. Pre-K math. Sorry if I'm making y'all dizzy. Morning menu. Science. A social studies that I don't even have because we didn't even use it. And Good and the Beautiful for language arts. That's what we did. That's what worked. Pretty much this and maybe this. Yeah. And yeah, definitely this. And not so much this. That's what worked. That's what didn't for us. Not here to bash anybody's stuff, but everybody's family's different. And maybe somebody else can make stuff work in a better way than what I can. And they've, in their family, something else works better for them. That's what worked and what didn't for us. So, hope you all found this video informative. If you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Tell me what worked or didn't work for you in your preschool year. Tell me what you learned about teaching preschool when you did that with your children, or if there's any pre-K teachers out there, tell me what I need to do differently. Please share the wealth of knowledge, and I will make another video and see you all another day. All right, happy homeschooling. Bye.